dear students, how are you? In this lecture, I am going to discuss about chemical kinetics. It is one of the very important chapter of physical chemistry. Chemical kinetics. What do you mean by chemical kinetics? Under the chemical kinetics, we have to study about different views of the rate of reaction, influencing factor about the rate of reaction, and particular mechanism which is responsible to generate any chemical reaction. Okay? Then, first of all, I will discuss about rate of reaction. Okay? And for discussion about the rate of reaction, one thing is necessary, and that is, that is some imminent point, some imminent terminology related to rate of reaction. What is rate of reaction? Okay? The concentration of reactant which used to convert into product under per unit time. This is known as rate of reaction. Okay? The amount of reactant in the concentration of reactant which used to convert into product under per unit time. This is known as rate of reaction. And generally, therefore, rate of reaction is equal to dx over dt. Rate of reaction is equal to dx over dt. What is the dx? dx is small disintegrated amount, and dt is small time taken in disintegration. Okay? This is the when is small quantity of reactant used to convert into product, then we have to use symbol dx, and for the small interval of time we have to use dt. Okay, this dx over dt. And if large amount of reactant used to convert into product having large amount or having large interval of time, then it used to represent like rate of reaction is equal to delta x upon delta t. Delta x upon delta t. Delta x, large disintegrated amount of reactant into product, and delta t, large interval of time which is used during the changing of delta x, means during the changing of the more amount of reactant into product. It means in simple terms, simple language में आप समझें तो जब बहुत स्मॉल अमाउंट हो तो उसके लिए dx यूज करते हैं, स्मॉल इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम के लिए dt, and if the difference is large then we have to use delta x, and large interval of time we have to use delta t. And what do you mean delta x? x2 minus x1. x2 minus, what do you mean by delta x, like delta x or dx? x2 minus x1. by the same way delta t, t2 minus t1. In delta x means x2 minus x1. Okay, delta t2 and delta t is equal to t2 minus t1. Last interval of time, initial interval of initial time, final time. Okay, final concentration, initial concentration. This we have to explain. Delta x as well as delta t. In some cases, you will notice about the particular cases. In some cases, you will write here delta x is equal to x1 minus x2. Because disintegration as well as integration. Both factors you will notice here. What was the initial concentration? What is the remaining concentration? The initial concentration, remaining concentration, both difference. This one. And in some cases, delta x is equal to x2 minus x1. I will discuss in detail about this and this. Variation between this and this. Right? So this is the rate of reaction. And what is the unit of rate of reaction? What do you mean by the unit of rate of reaction? Unit of rate of concentration, you know. There is a particular word here. Concentration. I am using again and again. Concentration simply, it is denoted by the symbol this. This one is the symbol of concentration. And unit of concentration, you know, mole per liter. Concentration means, you know, molarity, simple molarity. Molarity regarded as a concentration. Clear? Then concentration, the unit of concentration is mole per liter. Means this is the concentration and its unit is mole per liter and the unit of time is second. So the unit of rate and unit of rate of reaction must be mole per liter, means liter inverse into second inverse. This is the unit of rate of reaction. If the time is given in minute, then you can write or mole per liter per minute. Per minute like this. Mole into liter inverse into minute inverse. If the time is given in minute. And if the time is given in second, the mole into liter inverse into second inverse. Okay? This is the unit of rate of reaction. The rate of reaction also convert in terms of disintegration. And how will you represent the degradation of reactant into product? What is the sign degradation of the sign of reactant and what is the sign of the degradation of product? See. Suppose for the given reaction A plus B gives out C plus D. A plus 2B gives out 2C plus D. Suppose this is any one chemical reaction. This is given as a chemical reaction. Then, now in terms of the degradation with sign, you can represent in form of the rate of reaction. minus delta concentration of A upon dt is equal to minus 1 by 2 delta concentration. Yes, and we can represent the rate of above reaction in these terms. This is the rate of the disappearing of reactant A. This one is the rate of disappearing of reactant B. And this one is the rate of formation of product C. And this one is the rate of formation of product D. This one is the D. D here. Okay? Clear? And if the time taken is also present in large amount, then we can also represent to this one minus delta concentration of A upon delta T. Okay? Is equal to minus 1 by 2 delta concentration of B upon delta T is equal to plus 1 by 2 delta concentration of C upon delta T is equal to plus delta concentration of D upon delta T. We can also represent like this. Okay? As it is already explained by me, if the change in concentration is given in large amount, then it is represented by delta. Then change in concentration represented by delta symbol. And if the change in concentration is given in a small amount, then its concentration is represented in terms of like D. Okay? So what is the difference between D concentration of A and delta concentration of A? A small amount change in concentration represented with D, and large change in concentration represented by delta, and that is same applicable for time taken also. Okay? And this reaction, this rate of reaction is considered under instantaneous rate of reaction. Okay? And what do you mean by this positive and negative sign? Since the concentration of reactant is going to decrease, that's why its rate is represented with negative sign. Like this. And the coefficient that is to convert into fraction like this. And that since the concentration of product is going to increase during the reaction, that's why it is represented with positive sign. This. And it is also in this form if the time taken is given in large amount. Right? Here we have to use a particular word, instantaneous rate of reaction. Instantaneous rate of reaction. Because this one is the instantaneous rate equation terms. It is going to represent in form of instantaneous rate of reaction. Then what is the instantaneous rate of reaction? You know, the rate of any chemical reaction on a particular time, on an instant of time, then it is known as instantaneous rate of reaction. Okay? किसी पर्टिकुलर टाइम पर किसी रिएक्शन की रेट को हमें डिटरमाइन करना है, then that determined rate is said to be instantaneous rate of reaction at a given particular time, unallocated time. Clear? This is known as the instantaneous rate of reaction. Clear? And now we are providing a particular reaction to represent in this rate equation in rate equation terms. For example, we can repeat. For example, H for N2 plus thrice S2 keeps out twice NH3. This is the given chemical reaction which is used for the formation of ammonia by Haber process. Right? Okay. Now, how will you represent to this in terms of instantaneous rate of reaction? No doubt, you can represent minus delta concentration of N2 upon dt is equal to minus 1 by 3 delta concentration of H2 upon dt is equal to plus 1 by 2 because that is the product, plus 1 by 2 delta concentration of NH3 upon dt. This. Okay? You can represent in this form. You can take the example of any one chemical reaction and easily you can represent in instantaneous rate of reaction terms. Clear? And now, on the basis of rate of reaction, all the chemical reactions are divided in two parts. Clear? Then, types of reaction on the basis of rate of reaction. Types of reaction on the basis of rate of reaction. Okay? Here we are going to discuss about the classification reactions. Classification of all the chemical reaction on the basis of rate of reaction. And you know, on the basis of this concept, all the reactions are divided in two parts. First, slow velocity reactions, and second one is fast velocity reactions. Means all the reactions are divided in these two parts. And now I want to explain about slow velocity reactions. Now we are going to discuss about slow velocity reactions. Okay? So basically about slow velocity reactions. What is the slow velocity reaction? Those chemical reaction, clear? Those chemical reaction in which the rate of formation of product is comparatively slow. Such chemical reactions are said to be slow velocity reactions. Clear? For example, but you know, before explaining the example, I want to explain about their criteria. How will you identify? Because for the identification of any object in chemistry, two abundant processes are discussed. And first category of processes which is based on practical, and second one is based on theoretical. Here the process should be based on theoretical concept. Okay? Then all those chemical reactions which are present in molecular form are said to be slow velocity reaction. For example, For example, as H2 plus Cl2 gives out twice HCl. This is one of the slow velocity reaction. But how will you consider? How will you identify that this one is the slow velocity reaction? Because it is present in molecular form. What do you mean by this? In this reaction, reactant and product are covalent compound. And covalent compounds are considered as a molecules because these have the sharing of electron and presence of the covalent bond. H2 non-polar covalent compound, Cl2 non-polar covalent compound. And you know well through your previous chapter chemical bonding, non-polar covalent compound can't easily break. Can't break easily. Why? Because having the similar value of their electronegativity. So since these are non-polar covalent compound, so this reaction is said to be molecular reaction. Okay? Hence, all those chemical reactions which are present in molecular state are considered under slow velocity reactions. और ये कैसे पहचानेंगे? Molecular reaction means reactants are present in molecular form means considered under covalent compound. Clear? Any one chemical reaction. If the reactants molecule are present, reactant molecule which are present in the reaction are covalent compound, either polar or non-polar, then the related reaction must be slow velocity reaction. Clear? And second category, fast velocity reaction. Fast velocity reactions, all those chemical reactions in which the rate of formation of product is comparatively high are called fast velocity reactions. Clear? वो सारी केमिकल रिएक्शन जिनमें रेट ऑफ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ प्रोडक्ट हाई होता है आर काउंटेड अंडर फास्ट वेलोसिटी रिएक्शन. एंड फॉर एग्जांपल, all the ionic reactions are counted under fast velocity reactions. What do you mean by ionic reactions? In those chemical reactions in which the reactants are ionic compound, then the related reaction must be known as ionic reaction and having higher rate of formation of product. Why? Because in case of ionic compound, in any chemical reaction, ionic compounds are already present in dissociated form. Because in each and every chemical reaction, ionic compound first of all used to break into ions, means present in aqueous state, then used to participate in chemical reaction. Hence, there is no need to break such reactant species because these are already present in dissociated state. Then there is so easy to form the product. Okay? For example, as NaCl plus AgNO3. Aq means aqueous. Gives out AgCl plus NaNO3. AgCl plus NaNO3. You know, this one is the PPT. Precipitate, white PPT. And this is the ionic reaction. Why? Because in this chemical reaction, the reactants are NaCl and AgNO3 and both are ionic compound. And these can't participate in chemical reaction till their aqueous solution is not formed. Because to participate in chemical reaction, that dissociation is necessary. And you know, in aqueous state. These are present in ionic form, Na positive, Cl negative. Ag positive, Cl negative. Means there is no need to break them into ions because in chemical reaction these are already present in ionic form. So its positive used to combine with its negative and its positive used to combine with its and negative. Ultimately, the rate of formation of product is comparatively high. And such chemical reactions are counted as fast velocity reactions. Clear? I hope you can easily explain the difference between slow velocity reaction and fast velocity reaction. In case of slow velocity reaction, the rate of formation of product is comparatively slow. And in case of fast velocity reaction, rate of formation of product is comparatively high. In case of slow velocity reaction, reactants are covalent compounds having covalent bond which used to form by the sharing of electron. And in case of fast velocity reaction, reactants are ionic compounds which used to easily dissociate into ion in aqueous form. Hence the rate of formation of product is so easy. But in case of slow velocity reaction, reactants have required some time to break in performing either homolytic fission or heterolytic fission. Ultimately, for breaking in its part through homolytic fission or heterolytic fission, it will take some time. And when it will take more time, no doubt rate of formation of product used to decrease. और इससे आप एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं कि स्लो वेलोसिटी रिएक्शन में रिएक्टेंट्स कोवेलेंट कंपाउंड होते हैं और उनको बॉन्ड फिशन में कुछ समय लगता है. They will take more time. Ultimately, rate of reaction used to decrease. And in case of ionic compound, in aqueous state, they used to participate in aqueous state. और aqueous state में ionic form में होते हैं. Then it is so easy to form the product through performing ion exchange reaction. Clear? Hence, in this lecture, I have discussed about rate of reaction, different form of the rate of reaction, and type of reaction on the basis of rate of reaction. Thank you.